Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thursday night Homestead Hangout with Kettle Kitchen. We're rounding out the evening, so come along and join us. Let's go.
Down in Louisiana, where the tall pine trees grow, there live a preacher daughter and she knows how to jelly roll. And a papa want to save my soul, but a sweet talking daughter, Lord, she loves to jelly roll. Yes, she do.
Makes me want to get up and jelly roll. All right, guys, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thursday night Homestead Hangout. We always start off with Gilliam Farms, then we go to White Rock Homestead. We then go on to Muddin' for Nothing, then on to 9 Acre Family Farms, and we round out the night on Kettle Kitchen. So as always, we like to thank everybody for coming in. And I have a long time friend for me who is with us tonight. Are you ready? All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and bring her up and welcome Lisa from Yogi Hollow. I was just going to say Hollow Yogi Farm. So sorry.
It's all right.
How are you tonight?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you. And thanks for having me. How are you tonight?
I am doing good. We're getting through it. And we got people flooding in. It looks well.
Good.
Not flooding in, but they're coming in. So
howdy, y'all.
Yeah. So real quick, I'll run through and say hi to everybody as I can. Dark Lord Minute always slides in parts. Gotta love that. We also have Blue Self-Reliance from across the pond with us. Don't tell her it's 2 a.m., everybody, okay? Then we also have Michelle from Big Valley Living is in with us. Nanny Tam, thank you for coming in. Tiffany from Mud and Mascara is in with us. Lola Granola, the chicken doula, is with us. And let's see, who else do we have? That's it for now. I'll catch up with the rest of them when we get there. Cheryl Guess is in with us. Thank you for coming in. So before we even get started, I'm not even going to go into questions right now because I want people to understand. And I think you may have heard it through conversation or you may have heard me say it.
Okay.
One of the biggest things I find, let me restart that. So when I did my Noodle November video yesterday and it came out, I made a comment in there. I don't care what size channel you are, and I don't care how long you've been doing this. It's about helping each other. Okay.
Right.
And I thank you. I don't know if you realize it. I know we've talked about it. I don't know if you remember it, but I thank you. And my reason for that, and you all who may not like me doing lives can blame this lady right here. She got me hooked. She got me lined. And she said, why didn't you come on up? And I jumped on board and I loved it ever since. Loved it. So thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It is all about supporting each other. I think it's all about teaching each other too, whether it's teaching each other that it's okay to get in front of a camera. It's okay to get on a live.
Right.
It's okay to get on a live and a camera and stutter and fail and have technical issues.
You mean like in your live stream partway through because you hit the wrong button?
Yeah. I mean, that happens, and it's just, look, a long time ago, I said, we're going to portray what it's really like.
Right.
Do I share my personal life? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, because I have to protect it.
Right.
But, it's sort of like, and I'm going to go to the piglets, but between hernias and worms and things like that,
and we haven't even got to the humans yet, guys. Okay, that's just the piglets.
Yeah, and that's reality. And raising livestock, I've seen things that I never thought that I would ever see.
Right.
Because I was naive and I thought that, I'm doing everything I can to prevent it. Everything's going to be fine. Duh. But
Life
if one
has,
person, I will say this, but if one person sees that worm video and says, hey, honey, have we checked their manure?
right.
And then they are able to avoid a fatal complication and restore health to their animal.
Right.
I don't have to make another video. My job is done.
No. And I want to tack on to that just for a second. Michelle over at Big Valley Living, with her cancer journey, she said the same thing. If one person goes out and gets tested and saves themselves from getting cancer, I've done my job. That video is now over 200,000 views.
Sure.
You know, the point being is that the intention is for one person to benefit from it. If you get more than that, that's great.
Yep.
But if you've reached one person, that's the point behind it. And that's really where I'm at. A large group of people in my connections are like that. And it's something you, believe it or not, taught me early on. It's about the connection. It's about helping people if you can. And love it. Thank you for it. And I'm glad I had an awesome teacher, because you steered me in the right direction, but you also helped me with that. And I know, I'm assuming, I don't know this for sure, because we've never gotten into a heartfelt conversation like this kind of stuff, but I would assume at some point, you know, it gets irritating when you have smaller channels trying to, hey, I need help. Hey, I need help. Hey, I need help. But if you can, that's how you help them grow as well, because then you've been through the experience per se, you know?
Right. And I think, and you know, I've talked with you about this before, but you know, my Instagram is flooded.
Right.
Now it's different than YouTube. So YouTube is flooded with a lot of questions about YouTubing.
Right.
Whereas I'm always happy to help. I help people with their applications and stuff like that. It's hard because I don't remember and it's changed, but I do my best.
Right.
But my heart is in helping people realize that you can do it on very small land, and there are things you can do, and you're going to screw up. So get ready.
Right.
I can't tell you how many questions I answer a day related to homesteading and pig stuff and all that kind of stuff. And that's where I really find the love, right? But it is all about connecting, because even if it's a YouTuber, right? Someone that I know, I reach out and I say, hey, this is what I have going on. Then I reach out to maybe a few Instagram friends and I say, hey, this is what I have going on.
Right.
Between all of us, I'm getting really good information. So I think that's supporting each other is really important.
Yes, it is. And I agree with you.
And even though I've taken like a huge step back from YouTube for my own well-being, because I found that I was kind of going down a rabbit hole and not getting what I needed to get done. It was
has like a tendency to do that, doesn't it?
I was a little consumed. And what a lot of people don't realize is I am watching a lot of stuff, and I just don't get to all the lives like I used to.
Right.
But I also don't comment on everything.
No.
I just can't.
I struggle with it because, and many people might find this hard to believe. Right. I struggle with it because, and it's something that I've transitioned to try to get people to understand. Just because I'm not commenting, you're usually going to get a thumbs up, and I'm usually going to watch the entire thing.
Exactly.
Okay? And to me, that is still connecting to you.
Right.
You don't physically see a comment that says, hey, I was there. But most of the people that I am connected, it's like yours. I watch every one of your Instagram reels that pop up. I watch every one of your reels that pop up. If it's a video, I'll watch it. If it's interest to me that I need to watch it, you know?
Right.
I'm not a pig farmer, so nothing with pigs.
Right.
Other than when it comes to your pigs are having problems, then I'm drawn in as a fellow human being, not as a pig farmer.
I totally get that, though. I totally get that. And that's the thing, because that's why I bring this up here, because I think that as a smaller YouTuber, we tend to get very consumed.
Yes.
And I think you can still maintain those connections without getting overwhelmed.
Right. No.
So I hope you don't mind that I say that.
No, I don't, because it fits into what I am standing for and what I'm trying to get people to understand and endorse, I guess would be the biggest thing. Doesn't matter your channel size, doesn't matter how long you've been there. If somebody's reaching out to you, they're reaching out to you for a reason.
Right.
Just because somebody isn't sitting there commenting on every video you put out there does not mean they are not connected to you. And being connected to you versus being connected to the channel are two different things.
Right.
And I think people miss that sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Richmond's Place Homestead said, yes, the overwhelming. It's so true. And I think we all fall into that trap. But anyway, I will let that go. I just wanted to mention that because I do think it's important. Well, because you mentioned helping other YouTubers.
Yes. Yeah. No,
and I just know for me, it's like I wasn't getting like barns cleaned because
I get that.
And it's just like, oh, I got things to do.
Yeah,
Man.
I get it. No, and I think as a channel, and I think you can back me up on this, please. I hope. If I reach out to you and ask you, do you want to be in a collab, or do you want to come on the live, or do you want to do game night, and you can't do it, you have always told me, hey, I'd love to, but I can't, or I'm not available. I think you have to have that communication. And on the flip side, I'm never offended by it because you had no hesitation to tell me where you stood.
Yeah.
If you linger me on for 5 days, I'm going to bug you because you're not giving me a response.
Right. You know? I mean, I think I was in Jarred Up July and I was ready to go. And then I ended up being in the hospital and sick. Right. And I think it was like July 1st. And I said to you, like, hey, I can't do this.
And I was not hurt by that because medical stuff you can't control. It is what it is. So, you know,
absolutely.
Even I think to a degree, if it would have closed my collaboration down, I still would have said, take care of you, because that's what's important. I mean, that's really what matters.
And I think it's also respect for the person who's asking, like, you know, I let you know right away and I wasn't scheduled till the end of the month.
Yes. Right. No, I appreciated that quite well. So let me say hello to a couple more people. We're going to get started with your interview. Okay. Yeah, I love you too. Don't tell anybody I cried, please. So Richmond's Place Homestead. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Rena LaRue jumped in on us. I am like way up here, guys. Sorry. And of course it goes bloop and drops everything. And now I have to start over almost.
Suburban Hillbilly.
Yep. Prepping for Heaven. Okay. I'm getting to the end, I think. Back to Good. Thank you for coming in. Brampton Gardner. Thank you for coming in. Okay, I'm at the bottom. So we're moving on. Okay.
And go.
So again, like I said, we're talking with Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm. Here's some stats. You can, some of this information is down in the description box about her channel, but there are a couple things that I added because it's part of the discussion at some point. So you have 2.24 thousand subscribers. You have 834 videos. It says you joined December 5th, 2019, but we'll come back to that in a second. So just hold that thought. The astonishing part, do you know how many views you have as of 2 hours ago?
How many?
408,518 views on your channel.
Thank you. Very excited.
That is awesome. That's cool.
Thank you.
So why did you pick your channel name? That's the first question.
Because, long story short, I was never a dog person.
Okay.
We fell in love with 2 English bulldogs. And at the time, I didn't do well with urine or poop. In my previous life.
This is years ago, guys, you know.
Like years, like years.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I have the opportunity to get an old English bulldog, not an English, and his name is Yogi, and he was owner surrendered.
Right.
We got him in 2009, and he died. No, I'm sorry, 2004, and he died in 2019. And so he was a mama's boy through and through. And so this was to honor his legacy. And that's why we are a farm versus a ranch in South Dakota.
I get it.
Because Yogi Hollow Farm sounded better than a ranch.
Would you still call it Yogi Hollow if you went with the ranch? Do you think?
I would have called it Yogi something.
Oh.
But it was really just a legacy to Yogi, because he really taught me a lot about life.
See, I think it's important for people to heed that thought process. Sometimes the animals can teach you a lot.
Yeah. Says she who now dissects pig poop. Yes.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. Now, again, it says you started your channel December 5th, 2019. The question I will ask you, when did you start your channel? But I'm speaking in reference to content creation.
Oh gosh. I think it was October, November of 2020.
Okay.
And that was because we got the chickens in May of 2020 when we moved to South Dakota.
Was that because of that because of the pandemic, or was that because of you guys relocating?
We relocated to South Dakota. Ryan was out here a year before me in 2019, and we were commuting back and forth. I finally came out when we purchased and closed on our house in January of 2020. And then, as I like to say, the world changed as we knew it. Mm-hmm. And I got scared, and I was nervous about food supply and all of that. And instead of just being afraid of it, we took action and started growing our own food.
Which you've been successful at. And
which we've wanted to do, but we kind of just let life get in the way, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think any of our other properties would have accommodated it like this one does.
Excuse me, which is still a struggle for you guys because of the terrain, the geographical location, things like that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. We have 2 acres full of ponderosa pine trees, which drop enough pine straw for the state of Alabama. And we have limited pastures, so we have to get really creative on rotating. So the worm thing really has me upset about it, but that's me overthinking it. But the reason why,
not that you would ever do that. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I go down the research rabbit hole because that's my job, is research on the farm. Yep. So it's just funny because now the rotation will take on a whole different outlook.
Right.
And we've gotten really, really creative with use of space.
And I think that's wonderful. And I think that shows your endurance, your tenacity, and your ability to modify or even create/recreate space so that it fits you guys very well. You guys are very good about that. And that's
I am tenacious. I am stubborn. And I'm going to find a way to disinfect that pen if it kills me. I know you're all laughing at me right now, but you can bet for darn sure that Lisa's been doing her research on how to kill all those billions of eggs laid by that little piglet. The worms
I don't doubt it one bit. I don't doubt it. Connor's Curiosity, thank you for jumping in. Okay, so we're going to move on. What is your channel about?
So Yogi Hollow Farm is about our journey. And so what we started as is us starting the process and us moving along and building up our infrastructure and all of that. Since that time, because we were building on fire, the first 2 years we were on fire. We were both working full time, building nonstop during the week, on the weekends, all that stuff.
Right.
Now we've adopted a different way of life. And because I'm full time on the farm now.
Right.
And my husband is working full time. So, we're getting older and we're realizing that stamina is not there.
Right.
So
it says it is. This says it's not. Yeah.
Right. But we're trying to evolve. And so what we try to do is, we do collaborations, we do thrifty DIY that looks good, but is free.
Right.
We've built a barn for free. We've built barns for cheap using local lumber mills.
Right.
So, we do that. It's all about efficient use of space.
Right.
One of the things people always say to us is, how do you fit all that on your wooded 2 acres? We had over 80 something animals here last year. Most of them were birds, game birds, turkeys, pheasants, chickens, that we raised for meat. And we raise all our own meat except for beef.
Yeah, that's good. White Rock Homestead joined us there. You're not late. You just showed up when you're supposed to. So thank you very much. And I think that really plays into your channel as well, because you guys have adapted. So
yeah, I mean, we try to do things on the cheap. We try to do things at auctions.
Right.
I put up a silly little short, and I know sometimes the haters on it will say things like, well, duh, that's obvious. Right. It wasn't obvious to me until my husband said it to me. So if it wasn't obvious to me,
right,
maybe it's not obvious to someone else. Like, for the example I had was, we have a heated dog water bowl that we use for our poultry and for our piglets in the wintertime.
Right.
We get them at yard sales cheap, or we buy them new on sale, because when they break in January, they're a big price.
Yeah.
So what I had said was, we cut the cord off of it and use it in the summer as an extra bowl.
Right.
And so, you know, people are like, oh yeah, cut the cord off of it. Well, you want to know what cutting the cord off of it is? I had 3 of them that weren't working and 1 that was, and I had the cords on all of them. And my husband turned around and looked at me and he goes, find out which ones work. And he goes, cut the cord off. There's no more games. He says, now you know which ones work and which ones don't.
And I agree with it. I get it.
And it's a simple tip, but why throw it out? And so many people would have thrown the darn thing out.
Right. Yeah. No, I get it. 100%. All right. In regards to YouTube, can you tell us what milestones have stood out for you for your channel?
Oh gosh, we hit 100 subs, and I didn't know 100 people. And I couldn't believe 100 people that I didn't know, because I was not connected.
Right.
I had no idea what I was doing, and people were watching it like crazy. The other thing was, we hit 1K, and I was shocked. But I think where we are now is mind-blowing, quite honestly, because I felt like we would hit 1K and we would kind of stop there. I kind of felt like we would be dead in the water, we'd be done and whatever. And it's not. It's continued to grow. And it's, like you said, the views are there. The watch time is there. So it's just exciting. It's humbling.
It's very humbling. And I think if I was to restate what you just said, you had milestones for different reasons and different feelings with those milestones for different reasons.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I sent an email out to friends and said, hey, we started a YouTube channel, and I think I had 15 subscribers.
Right. the first month I had 11 people that showed up.
Yeah.
And when I was coming over, and when you threw me out in there or asked me, you didn't throw me. I gladly accepted the invitation. Let me put it that way. But I think I had maybe 25 or 30. I didn't have very many. And I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here now. I'm at least I was at 1452 this afternoon. Okay. And I'm like, I don't know 1,452 people.
Right.
But my numbers are growing. So whatever it is I am doing is working, whatever that is.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
I don't have a formula. I don't have a game plan. I just keep doing what I'm doing, and it's working.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, like, our views have always been really high, and they've slowed down a bit.
Right.
But this was back before you could put a short out there.
Yep.
You could put a short out there, it would get 10 views.
If you were lucky.
Yeah. And I think one of the first shorts that I did, and I had no idea what I was doing. I don't even think I posted it as a short. I don't even know.
Right.
I think it's at 30,000 of a chicken clucking about an egg. And it still gets views. But the thing that I'm really proud of is a lot of our older videos where we were doing projects and doing turkey boxes. Because I admit, it's hard I can't do that all the time.
Right.
And so like we had a pig waterer, we had a turkey nesting boxes for free. Those videos are just constantly getting hits.
And I'm hearing people say that right now, that the channels I've been connected to, you know, since I've been doing it, their old videos are getting rewatched now. And I think it's great. It's wonderful as far as I'm concerned. Going on shorts just really quick. It astonishes me. I can go through a whole canning process, put that out as much as I can on the short for the time, and I'll get 20. I can put a short of the bubbles in the jar after processing it, and I'll get 1,500.
If you know what time to post it.
I've been told that, yeah.
I have. Well, here's the thing. As soon as you figure it out, it changes.
It does, yes.
Because I had it figured out, or I felt I figured it out.
Right, yes.
And it was working for like the entire month of January. It's not working anymore.
Yeah, I get that. Because I was the same place you were. I had it figured out, or thought I would. And yeah, it's changed. All right.
I agree, prepping for heaven.
We have 70 questions for you, and we've only gotten 4. So we're going to buzz through. Okay. Most of these, and I'll tell you when this changes. Until that point, most of these are one-word answers unless you need to explain something, okay? Or I ask you a question. And these first 20 in this section are going to be, what is your favorite? What is your least favorite? Okay. All right. What is your favorite color?
Purple.
What is your least favorite color?
Yellow.
Okay. What is your favorite number?
7.
And your least favorite number?
I don't know that I have a least favorite number. All right, I'll pick one. 1.
1. Okay. Just for your own knowledge, I write these down because at the end, I do a giveaway if people can remember the answers to the questions of the interview the week before.
Okay, just know that I changed my answers on how I'm feeling. And
just so you know, I have them here in the house, but other than what's on video, there's nobody really worried about it. So,
okay,
you're good. What? Oh, no, we've already talked about that. What is your favorite season? For you, that's a hard one, and I understand why.
It's a hard one because I don't deal well with heat and I don't deal well with frigid.
Right. And you
this summer in South Dakota was nice.
Was it?
So let's just say that.
Okay.
Summer.
And what is your least favorite?
Sub-zero winter. Give me all the snow. Don't go below 0.
I've never written that long of an answer down for that one, but that's okay.
Just put sub-zero winter.
I got it. This may not be now. It could be in the past, but what is or was your favorite TV show?
Roseanne.
Okay. And your least favorite?
Ugh. Least favorite. Gosh. I haven't watched TV in years.
I said it could be from the past, so.
Okay, I'm thinking. The Urkel show. I liked Urkel, but I didn't like the show.
Family Matters, wasn't it?
Yeah, Family Matters. Okay. I liked him, but I didn't like the show.
Right. Okay, again, this may be from the past, and it could be current. What is your favorite movie?
4 Christmases.
Okay, what is your least favorite movie?
Kids movies. Let's just say that.
Any kids movie?
Yeah. What was the one with the snowplow? Remember the snow day?
Snow day.
How about just say reality?
Oh. I remember it, but I can't think of what the name was.
I think it was called Snow Day. Let's call it Snow Day.
Okay.
Everybody got that? Snow Day.
Okay. We'll go with it. Okay. Empty plate sitting on your table right in front of you, and you could have anything you want. What would be your favorite dinner?
Oh, dinner.
Nanny Tam says yes, snow day.
Favorite dinner, mac and cheese. Gooey, not soupy, gooey. Breadcrumbs.
And you're saying gooey. I'm assuming it's homemade macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, like cheese, not cheese sauce.
Yeah, got it. What is your least favorite dinner sitting in front of you?
One that I have to cook.
I so understand that answer.
Liver.
With you. Okay, I'll change you to liver.
Okay.
What is your... I was watching Best Ever Food Review, and he happened to go to... Where was it he went? I don't even remember. He does it quite often. And they eat raw liver. And I was like, I'm done. I can't do this no more. Anyways, what is your favorite fruit?
Blackberries.
What is your least favorite fruit?
Bananas.
What about your apples and your bananas?
I could do without either one.
What is your favorite vegetable?
Favorite vegetable is I love broccoli.
Okay. Least favorite vegetable?
Okra.
Yes. Another one on my team. What? Okay, now we're going to mess with your head. What is your favorite kitchen tool?
A chef. No, favorite kitchen tool. My dishwasher.
I'm taking that answer. I love it.
Yeah,
that's got to be my second favorite answer. My first favorite answer was Ryan from Heavenly Hills Homestead, and he said fly swatter.
There you go.
Okay, your least favorite kitchen tool.
Least favorite.
Yes, Blue is correct. He went to Lebanon and is where he ate.
Oh gosh, least favorite. It's really hard because I don't like the kitchen, but I do it.
But okay, so whenever I use the word least, it's just not the one you would go to. What would be
the potato peeler? I always cut my darn knuckles with the stupid thing.
Okay, this may be another pass thing. I'm not sure. What is your favorite board game?
I don't like board games.
Okay, hold on a second. Nanny Tam, her favorite kitchen tool was a chef. Sorry.
Okay, favorite board game. Sorry.
Sorry for what?
The sorry game. And I'm ready with my least favorite.
Go for it.
Monopoly.
Everybody says that.
My kid used to want to play it, and he would get it going, and it would play for hours and days. And oh my gosh.
My dad, whenever all of us kids got together with my dad and his wife at the time, it would be days of playing that game. And we'd get ruthless, All right. You made it through the first 20. Let's go into the next 10. These are just straightforward. They're not a favorite or a least. The wording might be the like, but they're not going to be, you have to answer the opposite way. Okay. What is your favorite hobby?
Making soap.
Okay. I need to have a talk with you.
I don't really have one. My hobby is collecting everything to have a hobby.
That you never get around to doing.
Right. But now I'm getting around to doing it. But I like crocheting, but soap is my new fave.
Okay. What is your least favorite chore?
Cleaning the chicken coop.
Oh, I hate that.
Spring is the worst.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. What is your favorite time of day?
Now.
Evening? Like early evening?
No, like right now it's 8:30 here, and so it's quiet.
I'll just put evening quiet, and then
it's just quiet. I love it.
Okay. What is your favorite day of the week?
Saturday.
Okay.
My husband's home.
That's a good answer. Who is your favorite actor, male?
Anthony Hopkins.
Who's your favorite actress?
Oh gosh, I can't remember her name. You really need to prep people for this because I am.
Oh no,
I'm one of these bad people who can't remember names. Tony.
What movie? What show?
She was the one who had all the personalities on an HBO series. Tony Collette.
Colette.
Tony Collette. Yep.
I thought you were saying Tony. Like, why do you do this to me?
Tony.
What is your favorite saying?
I don't know that I could say that on YouTube. So hang on. Let me come up with a different one. Stuff happens.
Okay. Thank you for improvising.
You're welcome.
Are you almost done?
What is your favorite song?
Oh, embarrassing. Gold Digger by Kanye West.
I did not
I
figure
love
that
old
one out.
school rap music. I love rap music. It's horrible because some of the things they say, I get it, but I love Gold Digger. That just gets me going. I know every word.
You don't strike me as a gold digger listening.
Oh, that's the big joke on my channel is that I love
Gold digger.
I love rap music.
Got it.
Me too.
My mom walks by and says, "Me too." She's an Eminem listener.
Nice.
Yeah. What is your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Oh, you just got over your favorite holiday.
I
You gotta wait a
know.
whole year now.
I know.
Okay. What book would you read if given the choice that you've not read yet?
Oh, that I've not read yet. I can tell you it would not be Tale of Two Cities or Romeo and Juliet because that was forced down my throat.
Yes.
Like a famous book?
Any book, whatever book. We're getting to know you. That's why we're asking. So
I'm a research gal, so I love the story guides to farming. So I would read the one on sheep.
Guides on sheep. Okay. White Rock Homestead said, "Oh, I like M&Ms too."
They're my favorite.
You're not allowed to eat the green ones in this house.
Wow. I
Those
want
are
all
mine.
green.
Those are mine. Okay, that's another cutoff. So now we go back to favorite and least favorite. Are you ready? Okay. What was your favorite subject in school?
Recess. Let me can I say in college?
Yeah, just pick
Psychology.
one.
I was a bad school student. I did.
I sucked at psychology. I loved it. I liked it. It was intriguing to me. The terms would throw me over the loop. Okay.
I soaked it up like the research nerd that I am.
Okay. Now, I should have hung around with you. What was your least favorite subject in school?
Math.
What is your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni and extra cheese.
You and my kids would love each other. What is your least favorite pizza topping?
Ham and pineapple.
What is your, just like the dinner, anything you could have, what would your favorite breakfast be?
Hash browns, sausage, and pancakes. And yes, prepping for heaven, math sucks, but you want to know something? I did really well at it as an adult. I think there's a lot to be said for that.
And I agree with you because I was the same way. I struggled. I got through it, but I struggled. But once I got to college, it was like, what was my problem?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then on the flip side, what would be your least favorite breakfast?
Eggs.
Any eggs or?
Just eggs. I will not eat runny eggs.
Okay. But you do eat eggs or not?
I eat them. I just don't eat them for breakfast.
Oh, okay. All right. Who is or was your favorite cartoon character?
I really liked Bugs Bunny.
Okay. And then the flip side, who was or is your least favorite cartoon character?
I'm trying, Tony, to move along. I'm trying.
No, you're fine. We're doing good now. We're okay.
Okay. Least favorite. Is Barney a cartoon character?
No, but I'll give it to you because it kind of fits that.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. We'll be nice tonight.
Tweety Bird.
Okay. What's wrong with that? Rascally wabbit.
I like the cat.
Footy tap. What is your favorite drink?
As in adult beverage?
It's open ball field, so you decide what you're going to answer.
I drink a lot of Gatorade fruit punch.
Okay. Fruit punch. And your least favorite drink?
Water. Especially in winter.
Okay. This is historically speaking, not personally. What is your favorite moment in time?
Oh, gosh. So I hope my son's not listening. For me, and there's a long story behind it, I won't get into it, but the day that I graduated valedictorian for my associate's degree, because I was an adult, I was a wife, I was a mom. I felt like I had it all, and I felt like I finally found me. That's
awesome, actually. That is wonderful to hear.
Yeah, that changed the whole course and outlook of the rest of my life.
And that's wonderful. Mm-hmm. It is.
And it was one of those things where you said, I did that.
Yes. Yes, I get that 100%. Yeah. I see Leanne joined us.
Hey, Leanne.
And I thought I seen somebody else. Maybe not. No, I guess not. Okay. What is your first, or on the flip side, what would be your least favorite moment in time? But again, listen to what I say. Historically speaking, not personally.
What's the difference between historically and personally?
History. A time in history, but not personally.
Oh, well, geez. 9/11.
Okay. You hit that one.
Just because the horror of it.
Yep. I get it. Hello, Helena M. Thank you for coming in.
I grew up in New York City, so that was pretty traumatizing, making sure everybody was okay.
I understand that. What sound do you enjoy the most?
My pigs.
Okay.
My pigs screaming.
What sound annoys you the most?
Oh my gosh, typing.
Some kids don't even know what that is anymore, but that's beside the point.
Do you remember sitting in like study hall and people would sit there and it'd be
Yep.
No.
Mm-mm. Yeah. I remember the IBM circle balls that used to go on there and go.
Yeah.
What is your favorite restaurant?
I have to pick a different one because one is too close to my home.
Okay.
When we lived in Connecticut, there was a place in Massachusetts called the Old Egremont Inn.
Old what?
Egremont, Egremont Inn. To die for.
Okay. And what is your least favorite restaurant?
We just had this conversation tonight. Fast food.
Just in general.
McDonald's. Yeah, food. McDonald's, you can say.
Okay. Hello, Mr. C. Thank you for coming in. What is your favorite age so far? Thank you. White Rock.
I really like being 50.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah, because I still had the stamina. I feel like 5 years have gone by and it's harder.
Okay.
So
And
50.
what is your least favorite age so far?
19.
Okay. So the second part of this is the most controversial question ever asked on this channel
I
for
ate meat.
this
Oh,
interview.
sorry.
No, that's not it. The first part is, what is your favorite smell?
Home. And what home is I can smell the animals. It's not disgusting. It's not overwhelming. It's home.
But you know where you're at.
Yes.
Okay. So the controversial part of this question is, what's your least favorite smell?
Oh, there is a stench that when we get a lot of rain, which is rare, we only had it this year, and it was a combination of rain, hay, urine, and manure.
Oh, yeah.
And I am not a complainer, but let me tell you, I thought I was going to die. It was almost like rotten hay.
Ew.
Gag.
Okay, moving right along. Now we're into a different segment. These are the weirdo questions as well.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo, so I'd probably do better at these.
Okay. If you could be a tree, what would you be and why?
I would be a maple so that I would be beautiful in the fall and shine.
Okay. If you could be a hot beverage, what drink would you be and why?
Coffee. Because it warms you up and it wakes you up.
Okay. If you could be an animal, any animal, what would you be and why?
I don't want to be a pig, even though I love them. I'd like to be a house pig. How about that? I told you I'm going to give you weird answers. And the reason being is I don't want to be outside all year.
No, I get that.
I want to go out and do my business and come back in.
Take me potty. I want to go home.
Right. Give me a doggy door and I'll be good to go.
Yeah. If you could be an insect, which would you be and why?
What eats flies?
Spiders, praying mantis.
I'd like to be a spider.
Spider.
Because I could kill the flies.
Oh, flies were horrendous this year.
Oh.
Okay. Moving a little more into a different direction. What would your badge of honor have on it? A lion, a tiger, an eagle, or an elephant?
A tiger.
Okay. Would your badge of success have the color blue, silver, gold, or green?
Silver.
Would your badge of bravery have a knife, a sword, a crossbow, or a pair of fists?
Pair of fists.
Would your badge of compassion have a symbol of love, empathy, care, or kindness?
Empathy.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for this? You've made it through everything but the homestead questions.
When you reel me in, I reel in.
You're good. Okay. These ones could be a little more involved, but you don't have to make them. That's your choice in reality. What is your definition of a homesteader?
Utilizing what you have to the best of your ability to utilizing what you have to the best of your ability while taking some control to take care of your family.
Okay.
So you don't have to write this down, but you don't have to have animals. You don't have to grow 1 million acres of stuff. You could just, whether you're buying produce and canning it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I used to not think that way.
No, I get it. What is the biggest challenge? Now, I'm asking you purposely because you are in this category, so that's you'll have answers theoretically. What is the biggest challenge with homesteading you've had?
Not having the answer. And what I mean by that is we don't have vets that will come look at our animals.
Right.
We don't always know what the right answer is. And some, like when your heart is in it and you're trying to do all you can, like you're building a shelter and you take the time to look and make sure there's no sharp edges, nobody's going to get hurt, all
Right.
that stuff. And you prevent worms and you do all that. And then something happens. It's
Right.
not my fault, but it's, to me, I take that burden personally.
And it is challenging, and the solution becomes challenging in some aspects.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, on a good note, what is the most rewarding thing about homesteading for you?
Homesteading in general, or the most rewarding experience I've had homesteading?
I'm going to say with you because it's about you. So
knowing that my animals are loved, whether it's meat or not. For example, my 2 piglets are meat pigs, and clearly Waylon is loved.
okay, hold on just a second.
Yep.
Give me 1 second, please.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I mean, that's one of the comments that we get on our channel all the time, that it's clear that we care for and love our animals. And that to me is more important to anything else. And yes, it's a feeling of helplessness, Nanny Tam, you got that right. And sometimes I think, like I've said before, the emotions take over and they're not accurate because you do what you need to do, but every experience teaches you something. And that's the thing where the reward comes in, because you learned it and you'll utilize it the next time.
Right. What fruit or vegetable would you love to grow and you have not done so far?
I would love to have peach trees. Heck, I'd be satisfied with berries, but
Oh, you're not able to grow berries?
I am having a terrible time not able to get. We got them the first couple of years,
Right.
And now nothing.
Oh,
So anyway, I really would love peach trees.
now that's going to be hard for you. The trees
We
are
can't.
right. Yeah, I was going to say I don't think you can.
Yeah, the problem here is that you can. The problem here, and I talked to a local greenhouse, a nursery, and they said that you could have all these things, but you can have a frost, and you could go 3
Right.
years without a crop.
Right.
So it's just a waste of our time.
Okay. If given the chance, no money or space issues, because you are in a smaller space than most are.
Yep.
Right. What animal would you like to raise the most?
I definitely would have cows,
Okay.
but quite honestly, we talk about this all the time, and we would totally have a very large herd of pigs as breeders.
Okay. I see Michelle's back with us in Sherman Family Farms. Josh, thank you for coming in.
Big Valley Living asked if I could grow huckleberries. We grew garden huckleberries, and they did really, really well.
Did you see this one?
I don't think they would do well in my greenhouse, Blue, because if it's minus 40 whatever wind chill, it's minus 40 whatever in my greenhouse.
Oh, you don't have a heated greenhouse.
No.
Oh, okay. You just let the sun heat it as it does its thing.
Right. And I mean, even at that cold, it's just not, it may be like 4 degrees warmer in there. That's it.
Right. I get it. Okay. What is one thing you want to accomplish on your homestead that you've not done thus far? I said one thing. Just keep that in mind.
I know. We would like to, one thing that we've not accomplished so far. I really feel satisfied with everything that we've accomplished, but I would say that if it was possible, we would like larger land.
Okay.
Or do you need one for the property I'm on?
It's about you, sister. So you just.
I'd like the entire property fenced, so that way if my pigs got out, everything is fenced in.
I'll give you 100 acres fully fenced in, and you can grow as many cows and pigs as you want to.
I mean, even though we have 2 acres, it would be so cool to just have it all fenced out.
Right. What's one thing you've done on your homestead you regret doing?
Regret not doing it sooner.
Oh, like at a younger age or
sooner.
Okay.
Yeah. Waiting so long to do it.
Do you think there was a hesitation because of nervousness?
No.
Okay.
No, we were just stuck in a different lifestyle, both working corporate.
Right.
And like I said, this was the first property that accommodated it. I think the events of 2020 pushed us to take control.
Right. No, that makes sense to me, actually. Okay. The last scripted question there is for you. So you've made it through. What do you love about the community in which you feel you are a part of? And I'm referring to YouTube community.
The support and the learning opportunities.
Okay.
Hands down.
All right. So this is your opportunity. If we've not talked about it or discussed it, is there anything about your channel you would like to add that we've not discussed thus far?
I think we've discussed it all. I think that I know for us, our homestead is changing and we're moving towards a different model of keeping, obviously bulking up more in the summer, more than we did before. Like we sold our turkeys because we decided that we could easily get a hold of turkeys every year, raise them, butcher them, and not have to house them all year.
Right.
Even though we were breeding. I would like to look into more self-sustaining breeds of meat chickens. The hard part is Cornish cross are hard to beat for efficiency and taste. I've had some other dual purpose birds that were not near as good.
Oh, really?
But I really would like to get into a more sustainable system for birds, because this year taught us that we had to wait a very long time for birds.
Right.
We ordered in March and didn't get until July.
Wow.
Yeah. And a lot of people talk about the American Breastie, and I've thought about doing it, but I've recently talked to some people who didn't give good feedback at all about them. They seem to be a fad, if you will. I don't know. I've never had them.
Right.
I too was on the fad and wanted them, but I'm looking at different types of birds to figure things out. But
well, it sounds like you're past the fad point. You're looking for efficiency, effectiveness, kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because we raised Royal Grey broilers because they were available in the store.
Right.
And I was not thrilled with how many we lost. I was not thrilled with how they tasted.
Right.
And a lot of love and effort and money goes into that. And I don't want to waste my time. Whereas the Cornish cross, even my biggest problem with them is that they drop dead constantly.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's constant. I mean, we ordered 50 this year. We had I don't know, 5 or 6 dead on arrival.
Mm.
And then I think we were up to 9 by the first night. But then we ended up with like 37 birds.
Wow.
And that, to me, that's too much.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
But
when
if
you
I
start
could have a
looking at the
million,
numbers.
if I could have a million pigs and breed all the time, but the problem is the market here can't support a kuni breeder.
Right.
So a lot of our pigs go for meat pigs or pet pigs because they're unregistered.
Oh, okay.
Even though I have 2 registered, so.
Well, yeah, but that's for it. We're talking something different, right?
Right.
Yeah. You did it. Thank you very much. You made it through.
Well, thank you.
And we just 18 seconds ago hit the 1 hour. So there you go. Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
I'm so glad you came. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And it's always a blast to have you on and talk with you.
Likewise.
Yes. So don't go anywhere.
I'm not.
Here is your item you're trying for tonight. Let's see if it shows up. There it is. Well, let me move it up a little here.
I just recently bought a set of similar.
Did you?
Yeah.
So this is 2 1-gallon jars with lids. If you can answer the question in 1 minute, first person to answer on the StreamYard side, that is the side we're going by. And the question is based off of Leanne's interview last week. Okay. So here's the question. Leanne, you cannot answer, so don't even try. You can answer, Miss Lisa, if you've seen it. Okay.
I only saw a few minutes.
All right. What was Leanne's least favorite chore? And I need exactly word for word what she said. Don't try to improvise because I'll call you on it. She specifically said it a specific way. And your minute starts now. I was like, if my intro music doesn't get me dinged, that probably will. Who cares? So while we're waiting, everybody, don't forget Noodle November started yesterday, and we're in full force in that. Videos are out. You can find a link on my channel as far as the listing and of the calendar.
Oh, I just got what you said.
Dishes.
I just got what you said. Do you think that that'll get you in trouble?
No, I ain't worried about it.
Because I was going to say that is a personal rendition.
It's a cover. It's a cover.
It is a cover. And that is according to, what is the thing? What's the thing called? Creative Commons license.
Yes.
Because it's a cover. That is my own original cover.
Live.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, Tony.
So here's my dilemma. I believe, let me look here. Yeah. She's the first one there, but she doesn't quite have it worded the way it was told to us.
Well, then try
but
again.
I'm going to give it to her. Okay. Her least favorite chore, she said, it has to be dishes.
I agree.
I'll give it to you. So congratulations, Michelle. You win. And I think I have your digits, so don't worry about it. You're okay. So congratulations. She got it.
Congrats.
Anyways, thank you to you again for being here. I appreciate it. Thank everybody that came inside the chat. Thank you. Appreciate all you guys. And without all of you guys, none of this is possible. So thank you. We'll be here next week. Check and join us on Sunday for Functioning Chat, where we're going over part 2 of Tiffany's new collaboration she's going to start for January. So there you go. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Thanks
Bye.
again, Lisa.
Thank you.